Hello, my name is Amy Sullivan, and I am a graduate student at the University of Kentucky. I am enrolled in Dr. Stephanie Reynolds' Young Adult Literature class, and for this class, we are doing book talks, and I would like to tell you about a book that I read for this class. It's called The Boy in the Striped Pajamas by John Boyne. This book was published in 2006, and it falls under historical fiction. It takes place in Berlin in 1942 during World War II. I got this book at the McCracken County Public Library in Paducah, Kentucky, and this particular version has some really neat illustrations. They are drawings that almost look like watercolors, sort of. They're really cool, and this version, because it has all of these illustrations, and they're usually full page, it runs 334 pages, but the text only for this book in my college library, it was only 215 pages. So the illustrations really add to this and have full pages that are taken up in this book, but it makes it really, it adds really to this story. So let me tell you a little bit about this book. When 9-year-old Bruno moves with his family from Berlin to a place called Outwith, he has a hard time leaving his friends and meeting new ones. Upon arriving to Outwith, Bruno wanted to explore his new room and see if he could find something that he liked about living in this new place called home. Looking out his window, he sees far off in the distance a long barbed wire fence. In that enclosed area are people all wearing striped pajamas. The next day, Bruno sets out to do what he loves best, exploring. After walking for a long while, Bruno arrives at the fence, and he meets a boy named Shmuel. And to Bruno's surprise, he looks very skinny. Through the next few months, the boys become friends, and Bruno brings him food at the fence every day because he thinks he's hungry. One day, Shmuel tells Bruno that he hasn't seen his father in a long time, and he asks Bruno if he can go exploring with him to help find his father. The next day, he gives Bruno striped pajamas and goes under the fence with Shmuel. If it wasn't for the fact that Bruno was nowhere near as skinny as the boys on his side of the fence, and not quite so pale either, it would have been difficult to tell them apart. It was almost, Shmuel thought, as if they were all exactly the same. Find out what happens to Bruno and Shmuel during the Holocaust or in World War II in this book, The Boy in the Striped Pajamas by John Boyne. I would recommend this book for ages 12 through 17, and I give it 4 out of 5 stars. Thank you so much.